What's going on, guys? In today's video, we're going to talk a little bit about the Lil Nas X satanic thing that's going on recently, and just kind of in general, pop culture and music right now is really leaning heavy into the whole Satan thing. God, a lot of the time, tips his hand as to what he's going to do. Whenever he does something big, it's always prophecy in the Bible. So obviously when Jesus came, there was a lot of stuff in the Old Testament that pointed to it. And I believe that Satan kind of has to play by the same rules that God plays by. So when you have bills and things being introduced that just so happen to be labeled 6666666, or you have things that are just so clearly, obviously labeled as demonic or satanic, I believe that Satan has to play by those rules as well. It's still shocking, even still, just how satanic things blatantly are, and yet the world embraces it and just kind of acts like it's just completely normal. I haven't listened to the Weeknd's music in a really long time because I remember seeing back in one of his music videos that he had an upside down cross, actually lots of upside down crosses, all over the music video. And, I did a little bit of research being younger and realized that upside down crosses, while they can technically be representative of Peter deciding that he wanted to hang upside down on the cross rather than right side up like Jesus did, usually is just an emblem basically of the Satanic Church, if I'm not mistaken. So I pretty quickly decided not to listen to The Weeknd. The Weeknd's not the only one that has tons of satanic imagery in his music and music videos and just everything in general. A lot of people in the music industry right now are just blatantly Satan worshipers. Now, Lil Nas X, I already knew that he was kind of a little bit off the deep end. The Bible is clear on its stance about homosexuality. It's very clearly against it. It calls homosexuality an abomination. So I already was a little bit cautious about Lil Nas X. However, the events as of recently with his new video, MONTERO, and I believe it's See Me Through Your Eyes, or I can't remember exactly what the song or the music video or album is called. It involves him basically doing a pole dance and a lap dance and seducing Satan. He is clearly advocating devil worship, I guess, and just satanic imagery in general. I've had a long-standing theory that a lot of musical artists make deals with the devil, literal deals with the devil. This is not like a euphemism or an expression. I genuinely believe that a lot of the people that have a ton of power in today's society are people that have genuinely made deals with the devil. I remember reading something on The Weeknd that was very similar to that he had made some sort of satanic deal. I haven't done a ton of research on that recently, though I remember at the time doing a lot of research on that. Not only has Lil Nas X released a music video that's absolutely horrible and obscene, just a side note, he actually said that most of his audience is children and that's totally okay with him. Meanwhile, he's releasing videos of himself dancing erotically in front of Satan himself. So, if that's what kids are into these days, then oh well, I guess, right? To boot, literally to boot, he also has done a collaboration with a shoe company. Not 100% sure if it's actually 100% affiliated with Nike. I believe that it's a separate group that's doing this special Satan shoe. It's literally called a Satan shoe. And the reason that it is a Satan shoe is because it legitimately has a Bible verse on it. I can't remember exactly which Bible verse, but it says something to the effect of, and Satan fell from heaven like lightning. And it has pentagrams on it. It's colored blood red, of course. And get this, there's legitimately human blood mixed in with this shoe. I don't know what is more satanic than that. It legitimately has human blood in the shoe. In the shoe. That's crazy. I thought that it was a joke when I read that. But people have been going completely off the deep end with this sort of stuff. And it just tells you, what I take from this is that we're getting closer and closer to end times, guys. What's right is wrong and what's wrong is right. I'm sure that I'm going to get plenty of comments on this video, just like I did on the Harry Styles video of, oh, well, not everyone believes the Bible, and not everyone shares the same views that you have. And, this is honestly one of the most reassuring and confirming things for my faith. If you look at other religions out there, the world gets incredibly offended if you make fun of, Buddha or Allah or Muhammad or any of these other, supposed prophets or religions. But the world celebrates when people antagonize Christianity, when people make fun of it, when people say things that come against Christianity. The world celebrates it, or in general just kind of turns a blind eye. And that just lets you know that Satan is hard at work in this world. He's totally fine with all the other religions getting tons of credit and, being sacred and not allowed to be talked down about. But Christianity is constantly being pushed against. Every single thing in Hollywood right now is completely the opposite of what Christianity calls for. Marriages between one man and one woman? No, it should be between anybody that wants to get married. Some people now are even calling for pedophiles to have rights and for children to be able to marry much older men or older women. The Bible calls for us to treasure life, while another side calls for abortion. God calls for marriage to last forever, while another side thinks that divorce, if your toast is overdone, is fine. The only time the left is offended by something that someone says is if that thing is from the Bible. Literally, you can say anything in today's day and age, in pop culture, in music, in any sort of form of media, as long as it doesn't have to do with Christian conservative values. And that's what lets you know that Satan is the one running this world right now. And that honestly gives me a lot of peace, because I know that I'm on the right side. I know that my path is going to be narrow and that the gate is going to be hard to get through. But if I stay on my path, and if I stay on the path of a lot of resistance, that I'm on the right track. We're not called to be of this world. We're not called to be comfortable and cozy in this world. We're called to be children of God and to listen to God's commandments and to stand up for what's right. And right now, what's going on in the music industry, in Hollywood, pop culture, is wrong. And so I'm going to stand up and say that it's wrong. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And if you disagree with what I said in this video, then feel free to leave a comment and I will be happy to talk to you about it. I'd love to hear anything that you guys have to say, agree or disagree. I love every single one of you guys, and I'll see y'all this Saturday. Thanks, guys.